What's up guys, we're back again with another video, and today I'm going to be sharing with you guys the 5 things I wish I knew before starting calisthenics. These are going to be 5 tips I have learned from the past 2.5 years of training calisthenics, what I have learned in the calisthenics community around me, and what I have learned all online. So let's go. The first thing I wish I knew before starting calisthenics is you have to focus on the fundamentals and the form before anything else. What I mean by fundamentals and form is before having any specific goal, such as aesthetics or looking good, you're going to want to put all of your attention on perfecting the movements such as the pull-up, the push-up, and the dip. Building up a solid foundation for the basic movements will not only set your calisthenics journey up in a way where all of your goals will be met through consistency, but also the strength you acquire from these moves can be transferred directly into other cool moves such as the muscle up or the one arm pull up. That's why when many people ask me what I did for my transformation, I always tell them the same thing, which is focus on the basics first, build up from that, and once you get to master these 3 movements with perfect form, not only will you achieve the body you want, but you'll also be ready to move on to harder calisthenics skills without having the perceived risk of suffering from an injury. Speaking of injuries, let's move on to the second thing I wish I knew before starting calisthenics, and that's stretching and mobility are way more important than you think. Many people just jump straight into the workout without properly warming up, and not only does this lead to ineffective workouts, but it also hires the chance for you to get injured, which means you're not going to be able to make any gains. I always take at least 15 minutes before each and every calisthenics workout to warm up my entire body, starting from the shoulders and moving down to the back, the core, the hip, and the leg area. I try to stay away from static stretching because it is believed to take away from the explosive power from your exercises, so I always try to stick with the dynamic movements. Workout bands are also a fundamental piece of equipment to have in your workout bag in order to be fully prepared. Taking the time to work on your mobility and stretching will make your workouts more effective, leading to significant progress and long-term goals being met. Now let's move on to the third thing I wish I knew before starting calisthenics, and that's never neglect the power of a strong core. And when I talk about core, I am not only referring to the visible abs you see in front, but the entire abdominal area, the obliques, and even going down to the glutes. I used to do reps and sets routines such as high repetition pull-ups and push-ups and muscle-ups. I never thought about training the core directly. Obviously, I tried to keep proper form, and sometimes even that felt like enough, like squeezing your core during the push-ups and dips. However, because I visibly had abs, I didn't realize that there was a way where I could have been doing more to strengthen that part of my body. Now that I decided to switch to calisthenics skill training, I realize how important it is to train your core in all types of movements, whether that be static holds, dynamic moves, and even direct core training such as the hollow body hold. Not only do you get the visual appearance of that ripped six-pack, but also the strength part that comes along with it makes almost every move in calisthenics easier one way or another. So guys, don't neglect your core. Now, the fourth thing I wish I knew before starting calisthenics is variation in your workouts is the key to progressing faster in calisthenics. There are many ways to progressively overload in calisthenics, and overloading should be your main priority every week or 2. There are countless ways to do this, such as increasing your reps or decreasing your rest time. But one of my favorite ways would be to variate your calisthenics movements. What I mean by variate is to always try and change the fundamental movement in any way. So let's say you train standard pull-ups 1 week. The next week you're going to try and go for wide grip pull-ups or close grip pull-ups to make sure you have no imbalances. Same goes with skill training. Let's say I start front lever 1 week on the bar. If you have access to gymnastics rings, you would want to try your workout on that equipment to always keep your body adapting to new styles of doing one simple move. Varying movements is my favorite way of progressively overloading, but I always recommend varying movements once you're very comfortable with the standard movements. So let's say I could do 10 clean pull-ups. Once I'm ready, I'll start going to close grip pull-ups, wide grip pull-ups, commando pull-ups, or even the one-arm pull-up. So make sure guys to vary your movements to progress faster in calisthenics. If you made it this far into the video, I love you. And let's talk about the 5th thing I wish I knew before starting calisthenics, and that is this calisthenics journey is going to take way longer than you expect. You know I would never discourage you guys, but today I'm telling you that you have to trust the process before getting into this calisthenics game. Because I'm telling you, I'm being real with you, if you want quick gains, if you want fast results, you're not gonna achieve it training this way. You could go to the gym, bang out a few curls, and you're gonna look better, let's say in 2 months, than you would be training for calisthenics. But I'm telling you, the long-term goals of training like this, how you're gonna feel, how you're gonna look, is way better than anything else in the world. So you guys should know the goals you want, you should know what you have to do to achieve them, and you should always be consistent and trust the process. With that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace!
I live inside my own world of make-believe.